Hey guys, it's Sukasa. Welcome back to Dirt Rally. Last time, after doing a little bit of an overview on some of the game features and some of the new things they added in 1.0, we ran a few of the shakedown runs. Since then, off camera, I finished off the rest of my 8 or 7 whatever shakedown runs, and I tweaked the car a little bit. I'm trying something new with the differential, so it won't hold traction quite as well, but that will enable me to really throw the car into the corners better, keep me from having to use the e-brake so much. I think a little counterintuitive, but I think now that I got a better handle for it, it's going to actually help me in the long run. So let's get started here with our first race. Alright, here we go, first race. And like I said last time, I got it. I have the auto release turned off, so I have to manually release this here by letting off the e-brake and the clutch at the same time. If I do it just right, I get a little bit of a boost. If I do it wrong, I get a 10-second penalty. So gotta get this just right.
4, 3, 2, 1. Go.
There we go. Oh, that was perfect. That was just a millisecond away from being a penalty.
Right 5 half long, don't cut, keep right on the crest.
Alright, now the first thing you really need to know about rally racing is called a Scandinavian flick. Here's how you do it. Turn away and in. Whichever direction the corner is going to be, turn the opposite direction and then just whip it into the corner.
Right 5 tight, don't cut.
Don't be afraid to really just throw the car into the corners like that.
Right 6 into left 6 into right 5 tight.
You don't want it to be too exaggerated.
And slippy keep mid. Into left 6
fuck that up.
jump.
I shouldn't have used the e-brake. You want it to be smooth and not too exaggerated, but
5 narrows, left 3 long, 60.
That Scandinavian flick is pretty key to rally racing.
Left 2 continues for 80 past lay-by. Into right 6.
It's probably the most important thing.
Into crest jump maybe 60. Keep left over crest. Right 6 long.
Fucking this up already, really?
6. And right 2 half long, don't cut. Left 3 long, keep right over crest, 80.
No, I'm not fucking it up. Now those green numbers, what that means is, well, basically you want it to be green. That's the difference between you and first place. So basically I'm in first place by whatever that said, 3 seconds. Now if it's red numbers, that means you're in second place and you're, well, not necessarily second, but if that was a red 3, that would mean I was 3 seconds away from first place. Oh no, I cut. I said don't cut. And I cut anyway. That was bad. Right, that bump gets me too. Right here, it's very tempting to throw it into fourth. Don't do it, because right here, that little section there, here's where you throw it into fourth.
Left over crest and right 1 long. Left 6. Left 4 half long, 60 over crest jump maybe. Left 6, right 1 long. Crest.
And don't worry if those numbers are like off by major amounts, like if you're red 20, not that big of a deal. You can still come in second place by being red 20. It's, rally racing is not like F1 or other motorsports where the difference between first and second is a tenth or 100th of a second. Nah, the difference between first and second can be like 20, 30 seconds.
Right 6, caution slowing, 60 over crest. Right 4, don't cut. And left 5, long past junction. Right 6, and left 6, caution 100, keep left over crest. Right 4, long, don't cut. Into caution, left 6, crest jump maybe. Left 6, keep in.
No, bullshit,
Right
don't
6,
keep in.
Left 6,
slow down.
And left 4, half long.
Because that's going to happen.
Right 5, don't cut 100. Left 1 long, tightens and narrows 60.
Shit.
Right 6, 60.
Man, that was
Left
close.
6, 60. Left 6 into caution, bump narrows. Left 6, right 6. Right 6 continues for 80, tightens 5, and continues into left 3 long.
Brake.
Into keep left over small crest, 60, keep right over crest. And caution left 6. Into right 1,
stressful.
continues for 100. 80. Right 4 narrows. Left 5 long, 80 crest. Right 6 long into left
Start really focusing here.
And right 6 long. Into turn
Doing
left
pretty
1.
well so far. Oh, this is a bad spot too. E-brake.
Into left
Ooh, that
1,
was close.
continue for 80 crest. Right 1 long, 80. Left 5, don't cut. Right 4, continue for 80 over crest. Right 6, into left 3. And
Shit, I
right
forgot
4
about
half
that
long. And left 5. And right 6, 60, keep left over crest. 120 to finish.
Oh shit, yeah, dude, I think I'm gonna win. Come on. Yes, oh, by a large margin too. Fucking awesome. Whew. I think I've ever won that stage like that. 4 minutes, 44 seconds. Oh, hell yeah. Absolutely brilliant. That's me. Hell yeah, dude. Well, I could not be more happy with that. And as I was saying before, the difference between me and the second place guy, 10 seconds, and a further 15 seconds to the guy in third. So just because you're in the red by 25 doesn't mean it's the end of the world. You can still get a podium finish. And there are many, many more races to come before the championship is actually decided. So just because you came in 5th or 7th once, you know, it's not the end of the world. You can still win the championship despite that. And we can see next to the guy in 10th place. In the notes category, he has a differential problem. So something broke on his car. There's nothing in that category next to my name, so I didn't break anything. That's always a good sign. Yeah, the guy in last place broke his headlights, so I guess he ran into something. Always a good day when you don't break something on the car. Now we could watch a replay of it, or we could restart the race. If you don't like your position, you can restart and try again. But you will lose some of your bonus. By default, there's a 5,000 credit bonus for doing no restarts. Each time you restart the race, you will lose 1,000 out of that. Now, if you halfway through you decide, hey, you know, this ain't going good, I, you know, wrecked, got a puncture or something, you're like a minute and a half into the red. If you were to pause it and restart, you can do it that way, but you'll lose 1,000 credits. Here's a little trick. If when you pause it, instead of restarting, just click save and exit. It will shoot you back to the main menu, and you have to reload the championship, which takes like 30 seconds or a minute, I guess, depending on your computer. But it won't cut into your bonus, so it's a little cheaty, but you can do that. Anyway, though, let's move on to the next race. Alright, the next race shoots you right into it. There are no shakedown runs, there's no tweaking with your setup, you gotta get that right the first time around. Something I wanted to mention about the restarts and that bonus, those are across all 4 stages of the location, so don't blow them all in the first race. If you go flying off a cliff and it's not recoverable, it's either you restart and use some of that bonus, or you DNF for the entire location. So if you're on stage 2 and this happens, you don't get to do the last 2 stages. It moves you on to the next location, which I don't know where that's going to be, but you won't be at the Greece location anymore. So yeah, definitely something to keep in mind. Don't want to blow them all in the first race.
3, 2, 1, go.
Oh, that was a really late launch.
Line over 100.
I fucked that up.
Left 6, 80 crest.
I think I remember this place. I was never able to do this place very well. Very tricky.
Left 4 half long bad camber, 60. Keep mid over 2 crests, right 6.
Kind of try to follow the tire tracks and the dirt here. It gives you a little bit of an idea of
Caution narrows
where to
left 5,
drive.
don't cut bad camber. Right 6, long 150.
There's the bit of camber. Oh boy.
Caution keep mid over crest jump and braking left 1. And right 1 half long. Into left
Brake.
1 long.
Not enough e-brake.
And right 3 long, don't cut. Opens over crest, 60. Care right 6. Into left 5, don't cut past junction. Into crest. Right 6. Into left 5 long, crest.
At 2.2, that's not bad. Make that work.
Right 6 long, times 5.
Freaking uphill the whole way. If it really gets bogged down.
Turn right 3, don't cut. Crest jump maybe. Left 6.
Come on.
Into right 5 long. Into left 3 long, 60. Right 3. 5 tight, don't cut, 150. Left 6. Caution, right 6, rocks inside, 200.
There's the rocks.
Right
Just really
6
listening to what the guy says. I
left
don't
5.
remember this too well.
Right 6, 120. Right 4 long, 60. Left 1 half long. Right 6 half long, crest. Right
Damn it.
6 half long,
0.7 up now.
times 4,
Losing time.
left 6, and crest. Into right 5 half long, times 2, don't cut. 60.
Oh no.
Left 2 long, 60.
Fuck that up.
Right 2 long, don't cut, crest, 80. Left 5
And
long, crest,
the
jump
stages
80.
kind of run together.
80.
Yeah, right here is where I
Left 4
started
long, keep mid.
last
Into
race.
Right 5 half long, don't
Yep,
cut,
right here.
right over crest. Into left 4 long.
Springs. Maybe flick around
Into
here.
caution, right 2 long, keep mid. 170.
Keep it around there. Yeah, remember this from the
Caution,
beginning of
jump
the last
right
race?
5 tight, don't cut. Left 6. Into left 6 long, 80 over bumps.
I'm a little more familiar with this part
Right
of
6.
it.
Into left 6. Into right 5 tight, don't cut. Caution, left 2 narrows. And slippy, keep mid. Into left 6, 60, crest jump. And keep left over crest.
Come
Caution,
on.
crest, right 6 times the 5 narrows. Left 3 long, 60. Crest jump maybe.
Good.
Right 3 long, 60. Left 2 continues for 80 past lay-by. Into right 6. Into crest jump maybe 60. Keep left over crest. Right 6 long. Into left 6. And right 2 half long, don't cut.
Oh
Left
no.
3 long, keep right over crest, 80.
I didn't take that corner very well.
Right 6 over small crest. Into left 4. 80. Left 6, 80 over small
That's gonna be
crest.
close.
To finish.
It's gonna be real close. Force. Oh yeah, man. Not quite as close as I was afraid it was gonna be. Haha. That's the best I've ever done there. 4.8. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Man, I'm really happy with this. I wonder what the next location is gonna be. Now, how the championship is decided overall is it adds your times together. So in the first stage, I was 10 seconds up. This time, I was 4.9 seconds up. So total, I'm 14.9. So if you have a bad stage, it's not the end of the world. He might have a bad stage, and that might set him back. So it accumulates over time until you get to the end. Alright, made it through to stage 3, and we can take a little bit of a breather. It doesn't just shove us directly into the way that the last stage did. There are no shakedown runs that we can do, but we can go in and tweak some of the setup of our vehicle. If there was something that we were unhappy with after the last 2 stages, we can change it now. And we can also take the time to repair components on the car. Now you might be thinking, hey, it didn't show anything as being broken at the end screen at the last stage. While that's true, we didn't outright break any component. All of the components on the car have taken some serious wear and tear. I put it through a lot of abuse thus far. So when we go in here, we can see that this is where our engineers come into play, and their skill levels. Basically, how this works is you have a 30-minute time allotment that you have to stay within, otherwise you'll get penalized. Now, each part of the car that we want to repair by 1% at a time, and how long that's going to take is determined by the skill level of your engineer. So, of course, I did the most damage to the gearbox, no surprise there. And of course, that's where my engineer is the weakest in repairing. He's only got a skill of 14. So each 1% will take 2 minutes and 12 seconds. Whereas he's much better at fixing drive shafts. He's got an 18 there. 1% of that is only going to take a minute 53 out of the 30 minutes. So if we were to just repair the engine and the gearbox to 100%, we can't do everything. That alone would give us a time penalty of 10 seconds, which is taken out of our overall time. We're only up by 14.9, so losing 10 of that is no good. So we can't fix everything. We're going to have to prioritize stuff. If we hit 4, we can see what they recommend to prioritize, and let's just hit the button to match that. I think this is a pretty sound strategy. Fix up the suspension, fix up the gearbox, and then kind of divvy up the rest. Obviously, suspension is super important, and the gearbox is really, really important too, because, well, if that gets too damaged, you'll start losing gears completely. You would, like, say, third gear would completely go out, and you would have to just go from second to fourth. That would not be good. We definitely want to keep that repaired up. So this seems like a pretty sound strategy. I'm just going to roll with that and start the stage. Alright. I changed my handbrake button. Let's see if this
5,
makes
4,
it any better. It was a little hard to
3,
hit before.
2, 1, go. Right 5, 80 down,
Here.
bump dip.
It's different.
Left 6 over crest, 60 down. Caution, right 5, 60 down. Right 5, don't cut. Into care.
Man, this is
left 4,
a tough freaking place.
Turn left 3 long. Into right 5, don't cut, 60. Right 6, long over crest.
Oh, man.
Left 6, 60.
Jeez, that's stressful.
Left 6, 60.
As I recall, this one required a
Right
lot
6,
of
60.
tight
Left
turns
6, crest.
towards
Into
the
right 3,
latter
long
part.
down. Into caution, left 5, don't cut. Right 4, keep out.
Almost went off.
60 over crest.
Not bad.
Left 4,
6
continues
up.
for
Nice.
90. And caution, right 6. Into immediate hairpin left.
Yeah, here come the hairpins.
Right.
Come on.
And hairpin right. Into left 6. Crest bump. And right 6 through
I did
dead,
not want to
60.
turn.
Hairpin left around tree. 100 up.
There we go.
Hairpin
It's a bit
right.
better.
And right 6 crest, 80.
Should have went first.
Left 6 half long.
It's really hard for me to gauge the hairpins. There's some of the toughest things in the game for me to get around quickly.
Into hairpin left 80. Over crest. And crest jump maybe.
Oh, that was much better, I think.
Right 660. Hairpin right 150. Small crest. Left 6 long crest.
Oh, yeah. Doing a lot better than I thought I would. This is a pretty tricky
Caution,
track.
turn right 3 times over jump 60 down. Narrows.
Whoa.
Left
Shit.
4 long, opens and tightens over jump. Into right 4 long, tightens 3,
Oh
don't
my
cut.
god.
Into left 6, 80 over jump. Left 5 long, 60. Left 6. And right 4 long, don't cut, up.
A lot of uphill.
Left 6 small jump.
This little four cylinder is just chugging along, barely
Right
trying to
6
get up
and
it.
left 6, 110
Nice, up by 8. Let's just not throw it away in the
Turn
last
hairpin
sector.
left. Right 5 long. Can left 6 crest, keep mid. 100 crest, 80.
Okay, I think we're almost
Left
through.
6, 100. Caution right 2 half long. Into turn hairpin
Oh
left.
my gosh.
Into right 6, 80 over crest.
Get going.
Caution right 4, don't cut, stay mid. 100 to finish.
That's tight. Nice, we're gonna win. Yes! Another 10 seconds up. That is freaking awesome. Oh, that's like the best result. Oh, boiled brake fluid. Thank God that wasn't me. I've done that a time or two in real life. Yep. That's awesome. Let's see, where does that put us up then? Almost 25 seconds? 24.9. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. That puts us in a great position moving forward into the final stage of this event. There are, of course, 4 more events to go. The Greece location is only event 1 out of 5 for this championship, so it's a very long championship. Um, I'm having a blast with it though. I think we're low on time, so the fourth stage here at Greece is going to have to be pushed off to the next episode, sadly. I hope you guys did enjoy, though. I'm really loving the game. It's a great challenge and very rewarding when you get through the stage like that in positive territory. Um, I hope you guys did enjoy, though. Don't forget to subscribe for more episodes from me and thumbs it up, show me that you care. Until next time, I hope y'all have a good one.